Hey, this is Eddie Krawick, rider of the Screaming Eagle Vance and Hines Harley Davidson, and you're listening to Nitro Notes.
Welcome to Nitro Notes, presented by the Performance Racing Network. I'm Brandon Mudd. George Bryce has been a part of the NHRA Mellow Yellow Series Pro Stock Motorcycle class for a long time, and a vocal one at that. The owner of Star Racing recently viewed a video presented by NHRA President Peter Clifford regarding the positive aspects of the sport. It was a video that had no representation of the motorcycle class, a fact Bryce and other owners and riders brought to Clifford's attention.
He invited out to all the drivers and team owners in to watch that 4-minute video of how we're promoting NHRA, and there wasn't one Pro Stock motorcycle on the video. It showed a couple of Pro Stock cars and a little bit of Pro Stock car stuff, but it was all about the Nitro, which NHRA's opinion is our sport is mostly 95% Nitro and 5% everything else. And the video showed that. I don't have to say it. I just watched the video and I saw 95% of the coverage was Nitro coverage. They got Nitro school, they got baptism by Nitro. I mean, it's Nitro, but the only problem is there's only 20-something cars in the world that come out here that run Nitro. And there's 300 vehicles show up to race. 20 or 30 of them, maybe 28 are Nitro cars.
Bryce understands the role of Pro Stock Motorcycle in an NHRA show, but also understands that putting so much emphasis on the two Nitro classes can damage the series as a whole.
I think the sport would grow really, really fast if they wound that backwards a little bit and did 60% Nitro and spent the other 35 or 40% on the other categories. I think they could grow more because 28 cars can only bring 28 connections per team. They can bring their connections per team. The other 270 teams could bring lots of connections as well, and they do. If you took away everybody else, they wouldn't be able to run a race with 95% of their advertising effort. They wouldn't. What would they do the rest of the time after those cars make their one run, you know?
The main thing Bryce wanted to point out to Clifford and the folks at Fox Sports is the appreciation the class has for the better quality of coverage this year. However, he went on to say the class's exclusion from the NHRA's promotional efforts isn't acceptable.
We as a category are very proud of how much coverage we're getting this year compared to years past. Even though it's a small percentage of the TV show, the fact that the TV is 70% better than it was last year, that small percentage of the TV show is still more percentage than we've ever gotten in history. And we're very thankful of that. And I don't think a soul in that room would have said a word if we had to watch 2 or 3 frames of a Pro Stock motorcycle on that 4-minute video.
For more on the state of Pro Stock Motorcycle, check out Sadie Floyd's piece in the next issue of Drag Illustrated. Don't miss the kickoff of the NHRA Countdown to the Championship at ZMAX Dragway September 16th through the 18th. For your tickets to the NHRA Carolina Nationals, call 1-800-455-FANS. And don't forget to check us out at GoPRN.com, on Facebook at Facebook.com/NitroNotes, and on iTunes.